It's been another great ACC annual meeting. And I would say that even though a lot of the issues that people are talking about and that we're hearing buzzing are the same as we've heard before, this year there are three particular topics that are dominating most conversation and many of the panels. First, cybersecurity, or more generally, privacy and data security. Not only is this a core regulatory issue that companies need to ensure they comply with, what I'm really hearing is that, in addition to the fact that this is a regulatory area that's continuing to develop and continuing to grow, it's not just about trying to comply and dealing with actual data breaches. These issues are permeating the transactions that lawyers in companies, regardless of the type of business they're in, have to face. And that makes it an especially hot issue this year. Issue number 2 is cross-border. Even though many U.S. companies have been expanding their businesses outside of the U.S., and in-house law departments have had to deal with cross-border transactions, what's happening now is the realization that so many of the deals that we all do involve cross-border factors. Whether it's a U.S. company expanding business into another country, or whether it's someone in a U.S. law department handling a deal that relates to 2 other countries outside of the U.S. So many of the panels are talking about cross-border issues, and so many of the lawyers that I'm talking to on the floor, at parties, at the booth, are concerned with handling cross-border transactions. And last, but absolutely not least, is this issue that I would call the ongoing evolution of the in-house lawyer. We used to be practicing law, and that's what made us great. Now, you have to practice law and practice it great and do it that well, but that's not enough. We're also business people that have to run a law department, whether there's 1 of us or 100 of us, as a business. And so some of the things that I'm hearing people focusing on more and more is law department operations. Yes, the continuing issue of doing more with less. But what you're now seeing, which we didn't see as much of last year, is this concept of, instead of just cutting cost, as lawyers finding ways to bring revenue into our businesses. And that's where it feels really different.